Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you found your way here. I hope you click like, subscribe, and share, and that you drop a comment in the comment section below this video, of course, right? So I'm so excited to be doing this for you. We're going to be diving into the month of May and seeing the energies that are coming up for May. So what's happening in May and what we can expect without the hype and the, oh my gosh, well, maybe just a little bit. But we're going to also dive into a pick a card at the end of this. So we're just going to focus in on the collective. Now we're coming out of the month of April, which was a little bit turbulent. It was relatively quiet on the collective level, as in major stuff like World War III didn't break out yet, knock on wood. But it was still a little bit of a turbulent month for a lot of people. But overall, the general energy was fairly settled. And the month of May, I see going even deeper. All of a sudden, I saw like the surface of the ocean. And in April, we were swimming at this depth, right? And if this is the surface of the ocean and here's the seabed, in May, we're like this. Okay, so it's the whole thing is going a little bit deeper. And it's a little bit more impactful. And it just feels as if whatever changes or things, decisions that were made in April, February, even that you made towards the beginning of the year, of course, they're going deeper now in the month of May. Things are starting to be entrenched. They're starting to plant themselves in for the long haul. So let's see. The collective, and we'll do the collective first, then we'll do a choice, and then we'll do the picture card. Okay, collective read for the month of May, please. What can we expect in the energies of the month of May? What's coming up for us? What's coming up for us? The overall energy, we've got the Five of Cups of disappointment, and we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so the overall energy of Five of Cups and King of Cups, there's some kind of a healing that we were looking forward to. There's an opportunity for healing in the month of May. There's the opportunity to heal some kind of deep-seated wound, some kind of deep-seated disappointment, something that we've been carrying forward. It's also showing us an opportunity to grieve the past, to grieve what was let go of, to grieve releasing something, even if it was a dream, it was an idea, it was a project that didn't really work out the way that you wanted it to. It's a great time in the month of May to really take care of yourself emotionally. King of Cups does represent the emotional healer, taking care of yourself emotionally on an emotional level, tapping into your feelings, but especially the feelings of disappointment and grief. So what else is coming up? We've got the Queen of Wands. So it's a month where things are going to start to take off again, in the sense of desires coming up, the desire to do something, the desire to start something, the desire to begin something. Now, I didn't say it was the perfect month to do, start, or begin, but that the desire would be there for that. And to see the all of a sudden I got this image in my mind of Moses, looking out over the promised land, not able to enter it, but seeing the promised land. And that speech of Martin Luther King of "I see the promised land," right? I see it. We can visualize it, and that's what's coming up in the month of May. So we're not there yet, but we can visualize it. We can see it. There seems to be some kind of an energy around finding a way out of problems, finding solutions to problems. And these problems may have been long-standing. These may have been problems that have been around for quite a while, that have caused grief, anguish, pain. They may have also been problems that are deeply entrenched. There's something about the month of May that feels like deeply, again, that seabed going deeper. It's really deep, deep, deep down there in the collective as well. So things are coming up and out that need to heal. Now we're seeing a lot of stuff going on around the world and a lot of things coming out in the collective, but we have to understand that these things need to arise and not see it as, oh, that's evil to be like that, or that's evil to see it like that, or that's evil to say things like that, but to realize that these are opportunities for healing. Something is making itself heard that was already within the collective anyways, and so it is coming up for healing. It is coming up to heal. And one of the major things that is coming up to heal is the disappointment that everybody feels towards their structures. Okay, towards their structures, whatever structure you may be tapped into the most, whether if you're an academic, right? So you may be deeply disappointed in the month of May in that whole system, or you're in the medical field, deeply disappointed in that structure. But whatever it is, there's this disappointment in the established structures that is really going to start to find a voice in the month of May. And this needs to happen in order for things to heal. So all the things that we're seeing are opportunities for healing. They're opportunities for greatness. They're not necessarily bad, in air quotes, horrible or evil showing itself. It is the imbalance that is revealing itself in order to be righted, right? So what society will be focusing on, even though they shouldn't, is trying to stay entrenched. Now, that's part of the problem with moving forward and this whole growth ascension process that the collective and humanity is moving through, is that a lot of us want things to stay the same. We don't understand the fundamental lesson that interaction or engagement with one another, but also with situations, are meant to change us, are meant to transform us. We're not meant to go back to being who we were before that encounter. So I hear it from a lot of women that I just wish, and I've said it myself too, right? I just wish I could be the way I was before, but that's not the purpose. That's not the point of an experience. That's not the point of a relationship. That's not the point of anything. But it also goes on the cultural, on the collective level. The same thing is that these encounters, these situations, these engagements, these decisions, these relationships, these alliances are all meant to evolve, grow, and change us fundamentally. And we cannot go back to the way we were before. So there's a little bit of a Pollyanna energy that is starting to rise, but I do feel that people are too savvy for that now, especially the current generations. They're just over it. They're just done with it. They really don't want to mess with it. And they don't want to, I don't feel, they want to maintain the things and the structures that make sense, right? But they don't want to move back. They're not looking backwards. They're not moving backwards. We're not going that way. But that's a problem with our evolution, is that there are a lot of groups and there are a lot of energies that are invested in these groups that are trying to hold us back, that are trying to turn us around, that are trying to say, oh, it was better in the past, we should stay that way. But we can't. It's an impossibility, because what has been seen cannot be unseen. What has been learned cannot be unlearned. What has been heard cannot be unheard, and so on and so forth, right? So we're kind of stuck in this Queen of Pentacles energy where we really want to maintain, we want to be traditional, we want to be, there's some stubbornness. And some of you are thinking, that's not true. I'm really progressive and I want the world to develop and grow. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is fundamentally, we're not really embracing our future, right? Maybe if we embraced our future, we would really make different decisions when it comes to huge topics like AI, and not just leave it in the hands of whomever, the corporations, to deal with, or governments to deal with. Maybe if we embraced our future, we would embrace each other as well, and not try to hold on to old boundaries, old borders, old stories, old clans and tribes and things like that really don't factor into our day-to-day lives nowadays, and that are stories thousands of years old that nobody can validate anyways. So maybe if we would recognize that as a collective, we'd be able to move forward smoother. So the next step in May that is coming up is the Emperor. So yeah, there is definitely something, there's a political game afoot for sure. And the Emperor has to do with structures, right? And that's what we were just speaking about, this disappointment in structures, this disappointment in establishments. And first, that disappointment has to register. And once that disappointment registers, then the next step would be to register to think up or mull over or discuss solutions, right? To define the problem, because within the definition already lies the solution. So there's this energy that's coming up in May around structures, around governments, around organizational entities, that kind of thing, stability, right? So a lot of, even I feel this most strongly in the US, is that the US is a lot more unstable than what people realize. And there's a lot of work going into right now projecting an image of strength, solidarity, and solidity. And this goes for other places as well. So there's going to be this focus on the fatherland, the homeland, the own territory, this focus on what's holding us together, what's anchoring us in our belief system about who we are, what tribe we belong to, what faction we're, it just feels like there's something that's coming up that is anchoring. There's a very anchoring energy, and people trying to anchor into something, into a belief, into an identification, into something. The outcome is the Knight of Swords, which is by the end of the month, though, people are rearing and itching to go. It feels like a very irritable, almost energy that is coming in. The Knight of Swords can also indicate escalation. It can indicate, I wouldn't say warfare, but arguments, strife, can indicate misunderstandings, can indicate, but this energy of the Knight of Swords passes quickly. It's not something that stays and is there for a long time. The advice card is Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, as we know, has to do with talents, but it also has to do with working together. So the advice card of the tarot is we all have to learn, because this is the collective part of the reading, we all have to learn to work together. We need to learn to work together. There are going to be conflicts between varying governance. Okay. There are going to be conflicts and different political factions, different within a country, but also countries against each other, just not seeing eye to eye on things, just not agreeing on things, just not coming together really on things. There seems to be something in the a little turbulence there, because the advice card is working together, and I'm sure that some will work together, but overall it feels very the energy is a little bit of a letdown in May, and it again, it has to do with bringing things up for healing, things that need to be seen, that need to be heard, that need to be felt, that need to be acknowledged in order for it to heal. Okay, so let's dive in. Oh, let me get a totem animal for a totem card, totem spirit for the month of May, please. Totem spirit for the month of May. What can we align ourselves to? The month of May. What are the energies that are coming in for May? Energies coming in for May. Am I getting two? Am I getting two? No. Energies coming in for May. We've got, oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the badger and ginkgo. Okay. And this says here healing wounds. Now we know that the badger is a little aggressive, right? So it can be an animal that totally you don't want to mess with it, right? And let me just here get a little bit more inside. 1 second, what number is this? 32, 32, 5, 3 is again working together. 2 is healing relationships, and 3 and 2, 5 is change, right? And the number of humanity. So there's a change that is coming in. So it says here that ginkgo is a plant of healing and hope. You can find it in temples in Japan. And the badger is hot-headed and aggressive and tends to wander around at night and is seen as somewhat of a skinwalker in old European and Asian lore. So it's saying here that you have hurt someone with your actions. Okay. And again, this is on the collective level, and apologize for that and take the steps necessary and needed to balance your wrong and to lay down the groundwork for healing. And if the card was in the upside down, somebody has hurt you, and that person may not be aware that they have hurt you and that they were acting out of their own pain, but their pain is there. Please be gentle with yourself. So the meditative question for the month of May is, do I hurt other people with my actions? And what steps can I take to create hope and healing? Now, we all know the situation that's going on in various parts of the world, especially in a specific part at the moment. And I'm not going to talk about it because, or dive too deeply into it, because I keep getting here, right? On this channel. And so I have to be very careful. But it feels as if this situation is going to be a little bit, it's going to go deeper in May. This is not going to let up. This is not going to let up. This situation in a certain part of the world that is pretty heated, where people are protesting, where people are stepping up in support of either side. But it's going to heat up a little bit more in May. It's an opportunity to heal old wounds. It's an opportunity for a lot of things, but these opportunities are not being taken. Okay. Okay, so let's dive further into your pick a card reading. And for that, please choose a number from 1 through to 3. And we'll see what's coming up for you in the month of May. Just choose a number, 1, 2, or 3. If you need to stop the video here so that you can make your choice, do so now. And I will start with pile number 1. What's coming up for you in May? Those of you that chose number 1. Number 1, what's coming up for number 1 in May, the month of May? What can you expect? What can you expect in May for pile number 1? Pile number 1, it feels like you've been holding yourself hostage for a while. You've been holding back on something, doing something that you've been wanting to do. We've got the 8 of Swords here, okay? The 8 of Swords indicates that you've trapped yourself in convention of sorts. You've trapped yourself in the thoughts of other people, in the realms of other people, and you don't really know how to let go of that or how to get yourself out of it just yet. You've got on the other side the devil. So there may be some, feeling financial constraints as well. That may be the month of May for you, is really working on your finances here. You've got the Moon card, which shows anxieties and fears, but these anxieties and fears are not real. Your outcome card is the 8 of Pentacles, which is investing and hard work. And your advice card is hang in there, the 9 of Wands, staying strong. You've got an opportunity coming your way with the Page of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. These are work opportunities, work offers that are coming your way. Okay. So what am I picking up for the month of May for pile number 1? It feels like this month, pile number 1 is one where you're really focused on rebuilding, building up your coffers, pouring back money back into your savings account. This is a month where you're really focused on providing that, saving for a rainy day, making yourself feel safe and secure. It feels as if you've come out of an era where you had to spend a lot more than you had, you didn't have much. But there's some kind of a buildup. It may be that you grew up that way, that you didn't grow up having a lot. So now there's this energy that's built up around you where you feel like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a corner. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I don't know how to get out of this. It does feel as if your negative thinking has kind of supported the development of these energies that are wrapping around you and keeping you tight, and it's causing anxiety. But it feels as if Spirit wants to encourage you, wants to tell you to hang in there, wants to show you that things are going to work out for you. Things are going to come together for you. This is a great month for you to really focus on healing, moving out of survival. It feels like you've been living in survival, moving out of survival and healing, 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 bringing things into balance. Okay, so let's see here. What else is coming up for those of you that chose pile number 1? You're too shy and focused on your satisfaction in the sense of it's almost as if you want to make yourself happy, but you're happy if you're happy. Right? So you're happy if you're happy, and you're not really too focused on the overall happiness of, others. And you shouldn't be in the sense of living to make other people happy, but it's kind of limited your scope and it hasn't allowed you to develop. It hasn't allowed you to really grow. And let me rephrase that. To really grow in your territory, in your arena, in your skills, and let me rephrase that even further, to reveal, not to grow, to reveal the genius that you are. Okay. So it feels as if this is a month where you can really get to work on that, where you really can get to work on what is it that I have to do here? What is it that I came in with? What is it that I can share? What is it that I can uplift others with, and that you really dive into that, and you'll see some serious progress happening this month if you accept the mission that you came in here to do. Because I'm feeling like some of you are pushing against that. Some of you are not really wanting to accept that, yes, this is your gift. This is what you're meant to do. Go do it. So it really feels as if you trapped yourself in someone else's convention, and now you're going to have to do the work to get yourself out of it. And the only way to get out of it is to believe in yourself. The only way you can believe in yourself or trust your gifts, your talents, your abilities, what you came here to do, is to do something and get feedback for it. So guess what? May is the month where you go out and you get that done. Okay. All righty. When it comes to friends and family for you in May, I do feel that pile number 1 is going to be too focused on their goals, their visions, their dreams to really invest a lot of time into friends and family. I do feel that friends are going to be taking a bigger role again. Friends, family. Yeah. Advice. Yeah, but it feels like you're withdrawing to completely just take care of you. The advice card is showing you as the hermit. Okay, so withdraw and just take care of you. When it comes to friends, Knight of Swords. Okay, so lots of conversations, texting, stuff like that, but it may be somewhat of a distraction. And when it comes to family, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely connecting with, I'd say the Queen of Pentacles is probably the mother out of the 4 queens. So dealing with mother issues, maternal issues in the month of May, great opportunity to heal that as well for you guys, number 1. Okay, moving on to number 2. And those of you that chose number 2, what's coming up for you for the month of May? The month of May for number 2, please. Number 2, those that chose number 2. And we've got for the overall energy, the 6 of Swords, which is growth, travel. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is satisfaction and traveling for learning as well. Okay, that's what I'm picking up, traveling for learning. You've got the Lovers. Could also be travel to end your singledom. And you've got the Lovers here as your overall energy card, which is beautiful, number 2. You've got Justice. This is one of the wedding cards or commitment cards. You've got 10 of Cups, which is emotional stability and happiness. And you've got the 7 of Cups, which is romance, illusions, that kind of thing. And the Hanged Man, hang in there. Enjoy this moment. Don't make a move. Don't self-sabotage. So what is coming up here? And let me just pull a totem spirit for pile number 2. Then we've got the Owl and Hop. and wisdom. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of my most favorite plant spirits to work with is hops. Hops is like, wow. When they're a happy, happy, happy vine and you pluck a couple of them and you put them underneath your pillow to sleep with at night, oh my gosh, the dreams you will have, the stories that are going to be told to you. It is a chatty Cathy plant. This plant can chat. It can chat, 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 chat. Or if you drink it as a tea and you just lay back and you let yourself go and your mind just goes, ooh. It's a very relaxing herb as well, plant. So, but yeah, it has a lot to tell. It has a lot to tell. And you've got the owl, which is the symbol of wisdom and wisdom in the night, in the dark, in the unknown, moving in a confident, wise way. So, what's coming up for you, number two? Well, it looks like it's paying off. You've made some really wise choices. You're going to continue to make wise choices, but it's starting to pay off, and you're going to start to feel that and see that in the month of Leo. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be receiving a proposal, whichever level, be it business or private. Some of you are going to be signing amazing contracts or getting into deals, getting into agreements, getting into partnership with beautiful people. Some of you are going to be, but whatever it is, it feels like it's going to be emotionally satisfying. And that's the thing, is that you're mainly focused on, does this feel good? Can I follow my gut feeling? Does this feel right in the month of May, which is perfect. That's the way you should navigate for this time period. Of course, not completely based on superstition and ad hoc and shooting from the hip and just, leaving your brain behind, basically. Obviously and clearly, always have to say that. But moving from within, allowing the flow within to guide you to where it is that you're supposed to be, trusting that wise flow that flows through you. Hops can help you relax your resistances. So if you feel a lot of resistance to your own inner flow, to life itself, to what is, hops is definitely a plant that can help you lower those resistances so you can expand into what that is, what this is. And through that, gain different perspectives, find different solutions, outcomes, see things in a different way, take things differently, and find other opportunities. The outcome for you by the end of this month is some of you are really going to fall in love. Like, I feel like there's a lot of romance for those of you that chose number 2 this month. And with the Hanged Man as the advice card, and I was just speaking about hops and retraining your mind, basically, seeing things in a different light, in a different way. And we see here flying, these two flying, the owl and the Hanged Man, the angel here. Both have wings outstretched. It's interesting. It feels as if this is a moment, number 2. This is a moment for you this month where you can just let yourself glide. All of a sudden, I saw this glider, this hang glider, just gliding through the skies over the French Alps and just floating down gently, but taking its sweet time. And it feels, just enjoy the moment. Some of you that reach out to me, it's like you can't enjoy the moment. You always have this feeling you need to do. And because of that, you don't see the happiness that is passing you by. You don't recognize the moments where you actually were happy, only in hindsight and in retrospect, because you're so in this do and get done mode. So this is a month where you can turn that off. You can really, of course, do stuff that you need to do, but turn it off and allow yourself to just go with the flow. Allow yourself to just feel the moment. Allow yourself to be happy. Okay. All right. So good luck with month of May for you. Pile number 2 looks like some really good things are coming your way. There's also the information around a win. Okay. A win of money, a gain of money, financial gain in the month of May, making the right decisions around money. Moving on to pile number 3. What's coming up for those of you that chose number 3, please? Those that chose number 3. Those that chose number 3, pile number 3, please. Pile number 3. What's coming up for pile number 3? The month of May. What is May bringing you? What is the month of May bringing? Pile number 3. The month of May. April showers bring May flowers. Why do I hear that? The month of May, for pile number 3. Those that chose pile number 3, we've got the overall energy, Ace of Pentacles. Might be a new home, new beginning. Some of you are leaving, walking out, closing the door behind and starting a fresh chapter. This may be from your place of work. This may be from your home. This may be from wherever it is, but you're ready. You're ready for a new chapter. You're ready for a new cycle. You just want to walk out and leave it all behind. And some of you actually are doing that. Let's see what your animal totem is. The month of May for pile number 3, please. Month of May for pile number 3. We've got the May for pile number 3. We've got the rooster. The rooster and the sunflower, and it says here communication. Okay, communication. So it feels as if okay. We've got the Page of Cups. Some kind of an offer. Seeking love, trying to find love. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is karmic balancing, answered prayers. We've got the King of Pentacles, stability, money, wealth, productivity, business, and we've got the 2 of Swords, indecision. And remember, this is a month where we're going to be asked to decide. Page of Swords is the advice, get more information. What am I picking up for you? Number 3, this month is intense for you. It's going to be a month of definite new beginnings, fresh starts, okay? And moving on your own, moving on your own gut feeling, moving on with your own ideas, your own desires, moving forward, utilizing really tapping into your intuition and using that, working with that to navigate you forward. I feel like some of you are shifting in the sense of you really don't want to deal with anything anymore that's not gentle and authentic. I only want to deal with what loves me. I only want to deal with those that care about me. I only want to deal and connect with those that are genuine with me, genuinely on board with me, genuinely understand me. And it feels as if one of your answers, your prayers are going to be answered. So if you've been praying for a relationship, that might be answered. If you've been praying for a friendship, that might be answered. New job, that might be answered. But some of you are getting your prayers answered in the month of May, but it's only one prayer out of all the prayers that you've sent up. But it's the best one. It's what you were hoping for deep, deep, deep inside of you. It feels like May is bringing either the seeds of that to start that, to bring it into fruition, or it's going to manifest itself on your doorstep. There's an offer coming in for those of you that chose number 3. And the Page of Cups is showing me that someone is willing to reconcile with you. Someone who's willing to bet on you, to place a bet on you, to wager on you. Someone is willing to as I'm as I'm looking out, I wish I could show you, but it's too dark. Even if I turn the camera around, you wouldn't see it. But well, maybe let me try 1 second. So you can see what I'm seeing a little bit, the hills back there, and I see the clouds, and all of a sudden it just looked very ancient to me. Very, very, very ancient. And I just felt myself sliding back in time. So it could be that there's something that is really far back in time that is coming up on the plate for you, number 3, to be healed. This could even be past life energies that are coming up for you. Okay. This could be something from your past life. It could be that you're running into someone in this month of May that is actually coming in from your past life. And it's almost like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what decision to make. And it's saying to me that it's just allow yourself time. Allow yourself time to, sorry, light was too much. Allow yourself time to make a choice. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There we go. That's it. Someone returning to you in the month of May. Number 3. Someone's coming back around again. This is someone who had a serious position in your life, and they haven't, and this doesn't need to be a partner. This can be a parent, this can be a child, this can be a former colleague, but for whatever reason, they're coming back around again. And I feel the confusion where you're like, you know what, because of you, I was forced to go out on my own. I was forced to start over on my own. I was forced to do things that I wasn't ready for. And I'm hearing this person is coming back around, and it's up to you what you do with this and how you treat this situation. That's funny. Yeah. And you're stuck with the Two of Swords. This is the outcome, is the Two of Swords, not making any choice at all and waiting for the pieces to fall, waiting for things to come together. Yeah. For others of you, I'm feeling like it's a choice around moving for work or moving for a job, making a move towards a job, towards work. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, so that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this person coming back around in your life or making an offer that you're not sure what to do with. You're not sure because it's almost damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's very unsure what direction to go in, and both options don't seem to be the hit for you. So it's almost like you don't want to push this person away, but you don't want to welcome them back into your life either. Yeah. Tricky, tricky. Let's see what your spirit animal is and if that can shed any more light. I think I said it was the rooster. And communication. Oops, I put the cards back away. So let me pull another one. And we've got the beaver and the birch. Beaver and birch. This says home. This gives off a homey vibe, home energy, building a home, creating a home. So this is indicating to me that whoever is coming back around is from your home, is family. Okay, so you're going to hear from somebody. And it's you're not going to be sure what to do. Fun times, fun times. Okay. So, but it feels like this is deep healing for you, number 3. This is going deep. This is deep ancestral. This is deep past life healing that is coming up for you in May. Mhm. All right. So that's what I'm seeing here. Healing, resting, taking a rest, taking a break, moving forward on your own at the same time, right? Going your own pace with things, doing things according to your time frame, according to your mind. Taking care of finances, especially with that King of Pentacles. There's a definite financial component coming up for you in May. But it's good, feeling rewarded and feeling like your prayers have been answered. Okay. So good times, actually, and whoever's coming around again, it really is up to you. There is no right, there is no wrong in this situation. Whatever you choose to do, it's the right thing. So don't put too much pressure on yourself and start looking to the outside world, right? What would this person do? What would that person do? What is yeah, just really go with your flow, go with your gut, have the courage to really follow your intuition and trust yourself. And even if people tell you, oh, you should reconcile with this person is your father, mother, sister, brother, you name it. If that's not what your flow is, then don't, because you can't fake it. You can't fake it. You are not on these levels, not anymore. You can't fake it. And it has to be real. It has to be authentic. Otherwise, it just makes things either worse or at best, it doesn't do anything at all. Just a waste of energy. So yeah, really feel it. Feel what you're supposed to be doing right now. Okay. All right, so that's basically it. That is the month of May, and I hope you have a fantastic, phenomenal month of May. Don't forget to book your session with me to see what's coming up for you privately and personally, and you'll find all that in the description box below this video. Otherwise, I will be offering a manifestation workshop. So those of you that are ready to manifest, to really bring things together, make things happen, and that want to do this in the group, that would like to utilize the group energies to elevate and to support each other as well in our elevation, in manifesting the world, the realm, the lives that we want to lead. Join this group. We're going to be diving a little bit deeper. I'll be sharing some secrets of mine and multi-dimensional manifestation timelines, so on and so forth. So it's going to be good. Okay, I'll post the link to that in the description below, and I'll see you there. And join my new Facebook group. I've partnered up with a good friend and colleague of mine. We've known each other for quite a while now, and her name is Hilda. I did do an interview with her on this channel 3 years ago now, I think. 3, 4 years ago. Yeah. And I'll try to see if it's still somewhere there. But join the Facebook group, and I'll be excited to see you there. Make sure you shout out and say, hey, I'm in here. Take care, you guys. Bye.